Hi, I'm Tracey B. Wilson, actor, author, photographer, filmmaker, and I'm the author of Heal This Way.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Eddie here, and I am super excited. I'm sitting next to Tracey Wilson, who is the author of Heal This Way. Amazing book, and she has done so much. I'm so thankful for this opportunity to sit down with you. And we are here spreading love and positivity in New York.
I agree, yeah, part of it is about spreading the love. That's what you want to do. Because we were talking earlier, and one of the things, Eddie, you were talking about is, what does anti-bullying mean? And I am with you. I believe that anti-bullying, there's two things you can say. Let's stop bullying. You could also say, let's embrace love, let's embrace spreading love, let's embrace being good to one another.
So talk a little bit about, to me, like your book and where the inspiration came from, because I think it is so amazing.
Yay!
I have it, and I honestly think everyone should have a copy of it.
Everyone should have it. Heal This Way, a love story. Well, so here's what happened. I was touring with Lady Gaga, which was amazing, by the way, and I did a performance art photography event. And my job on paper was to take pictures of little monsters for an online gallery for the tour website. I got to take pictures of people and show them how beautiful they are, how amazing they are. And you know, Gaga's concerts, a lot of times people are owning themselves for the very first time, dressing how they want to dress, coming to this concert knowing that they are in a safe space to be themselves. So I toured for 4 years. I did all the Monster Ball tours, and then I did the Born This Way ball. So I did 3 Monster Ball tours, Born This Way. When Gaga got injured on the Born This Way ball, it was right before we came to New York City. And like a week before New York City. We were about to do the show in Chicago. Basically, the tour manager was like, the tour bus is outside, get your stuff, you're going home. I sat in my hotel room and just cried and cried and cried. So anyway, so what happens is, Gaga gets hurt. It's a week before we're coming to New York City. I said, well, I have an idea. And they said, have your idea, do your idea. So I then, on my own, said, I'm going to rent a studio for little monsters to get together. The first 100 monsters that respond, I will take your picture like I do for the tour and bring me a get well card for Gaga, give me a 1-page letter, and I will make a book for her and called Heal This Way. And because she has done so much to heal everybody else, let's now heal her. Well, the book was intended just for Gaga. It was so amazing that I was like, this is the book that was meant to be the public book. I think that you can read this book and know that you're not alone, that there are other people just like you. It covers almost every piece of social, it's bullying, it's about coming out, it's about suicide, there's a little piece of everything, and it's also funny. It's beautiful, it's a wide range of human emotions.
I just remember saying, I'm like, there is no other book like this, because it is so raw and uncensored, and it's literally like, this is what teenagers are feeling, and no one really, I don't think, is able to capture that vibe. And I think this is why this book belongs in like the hands of everyone, including schools, because I feel like these are issues no one really, they think it doesn't exist. And this book is a prime example of like, you know, kids that like really fell out of place and really didn't feel like they could own themselves, and then through Gaga, they were able to do that. Literally cried after I read it. It was just so touching.
Well, and the thing is, I think that is important is that Gaga is the vessel for this book. She is the book that the letters are channeled through, but it's really not, it's about her and it's not about her at the very same time. You know, the Huffington Post wrote a great article about it, but it really is a book for everyone.
This book not only makes people feel like good about who they are, but I think it promotes such a good message about, really, it's that one person that like stands up for one another, and like we're all able to support each other, and by promoting kindness and love, and you know, speaking out for like people that are being bullied, or especially with the internet nowadays, it's like so hard. And that was the whole message of everything that I've been pushing here in New York. How do you think, like, in any point throughout whatever you do, how can people like make an impact in even a small way? Because people think like making an impact, you have to be this big like celebrity or whatnot, and like, no, you don't have to.
This is real to the point. There's no reason why when you're checking out at a store, you just can't say to the cashier like, hey, how are you? Have a nice day. I mean, you don't need to be a superstar. You don't need to make a book. You don't need to be able to have kind human interaction, and to remember that we are people and you're a person. And I heard this great thing the other day, and this is my new favorite phrase. Can't you just be a person to a person?
Oh my God.
Right?
Yeah.
Be a person to a person. remembering that we are all human beings and that I don't know, when somebody is rude to me on the street, it's easy to want to be rude back, but I don't know what their day is. I don't know what their story is. And the difference between me being rude back and me saying, oh, hey, I hope you're all right. That is what I'm talking about. That is how you can spread love, a little teeny piece at a time.
The biggest thing I see, and I know it's not intentional, but when we get on the internet and we tweet or we do, I feel like we think there's not a person behind the screen.
Right? Like, would you say that to that person to their face? And if you wouldn't, don't tweet it. Don't put it on Facebook.
What made you want to be so inspirational?
You want to be treated a certain way, then you should also treat people back that way. We all have the power to help each other. However, that doesn't mean if you're not famous that you don't have a voice.
Exactly.
And I have always believed and always known that my behavior makes a difference on other people. Listen, I got a lot of shit in high school. I had people that were not nice to me, and I never wanted to make another person feel that way the way I had felt. Instead, I wanted to spread love. I wanted to inspire people just to have fun and enjoy life. And I know that sounds silly, but I have always wanted to inspire people. I was just born that way. I wanted to make this book so badly. And I will be honest with you, it was not easy. And it's like, even with some of the short films that I make and some of the other things that I do, it's like, if you can put in a positive message or make people think, once you realize that you have that ability, you want to do more of it.
I know there's a lot of people that are out there that are going for their dreams, that are kind of like, can I really make my dreams happen? What kind of advice do you have?
Well, I think the most important piece of advice is to know that things don't happen in a day. But if every day you feel like you're moving forward, then you're heading in the right direction. Move forward and move forward, but don't expect magic in a day, because that's when people get frustrated. Be kind to yourself, and if it's something that you want, just move forward. Just in high school, I both had a lot of friends and also was tormented quite a bit because I did things that weren't considered cool. It's hard to know when you're in it and when you're being bullied and when people aren't being kind to you. It's hard to know when you are in college and when you are past college. When you start to be an adult, you get to choose who you sit next to. Just stick true to who you are and the things that you like, because I promise you this, the things that make you different, that in high school or in junior high feel weird and awkward, that is where your magic and your gold is as an adult.
Kind of internalizing your own fame.
You cannot worry about views. You cannot worry about how many people buy the book. You cannot worry about how many people see your films or whatever. If 20 million people buy this book, but it meant nothing to any of them, it wouldn't matter. If 10 people buy it and carry it around and it makes them feel perfect and amazing, it makes them feel like they're not alone and makes them feel like hopeful, then I would rather that 5 or 10 people have the book than 20 million.
Definitely really appreciate you sitting down with me.
Oh my gosh, it makes me so happy. It makes me so happy.
Because I love the book so much, and I told her the second I got it, I'm like, I have to talk about it because, you know, it's like, it's meaningful to anyone. Like, you can put yourself in this book, because I feel like we've all felt like this. We have the power, and especially with social media and everything, any one of us can be that one voice that makes a difference.
Yes, because that's what I want to say. The other point to me about this book is when you read it and you'll hear somebody say, Gaga made me feel this way and Gaga made me feel that way, and they're all so positive, right? My point is also, why can't we all be Lady Gagas to each other, right? Like, if you know that a person can make another person feel this good, like, maybe the takeaway for you for this book will be like, well, I want to be more like that. I want to make sure that I make people feel really, really good about themselves just by saying, you can do it, you are okay, you are amazing. Like, let's do that for each other.
You're amazing.
You're awesome.
You're beautiful.
Don't stop now, you're on your way.
You're the best, do it.
Keep going, keep going. You are awesome.
Thank you so much, Tracey, for sitting down with me.
Oh my gosh, you're the best.
You guys can check out Tracey's website.
TraceyBWilson.com with an EY, you'll get it, you'll see it.
TraceyBWilson.com, and I will link the book. You should definitely, everyone should own it.
You can get it on Amazon and on iTunes. You can just download it, or you can buy the hard copy on Amazon.com.
Be a person to a person. One of my biggest followers is here in New York this week. Let's go meet him.
Hello.